All right, I think the stream is going. I am back to play Spirit Island again. I had so much fun playing it a couple of days ago. I hadn't even taken it down yet off of my table. I've been working on the last couple of days painting some of the starting minis for Gloomhaven, so I'll get that to the table soon, but I wanted to play this again, and I wanted to try out a new spirit, a spirit that I didn't play last time, and I'm just going to do it one player, get a little quicker game in, just try to see how this guy plays. And something that I had suspected was going to be a consequence of the last game. I was talking with somebody that I met on Rob's gaming table Discord. George was giving me some probably much needed advice for playing Spirit, and it seems like I got a little spoiled with having with playing with lightning last time because I could go fast, and I had suspected that that was going to be an issue, and that I was reclaiming cards probably too much. So that probably was a bad strategy or a bad way to try to learn how to play. So I want to use a different spirit here and really see what the impact of needing to play slow cards is and needing to think that extra step ahead of after the invaders get their turn, how does that impact my play? So we've got the Explorer deck set up. Let's shuffle the Fear deck real quick. We've got the 4 Fear there, the 5 Blight there. I've set the board up here. 1, 2, 3. Under Terror level 3, 1, 2, 3. Under Terror level 2, and then 1, 2, 3 on top for Fear cards. That stack looks a little unwieldy. Add a control. I'll shuffle the power decks the first time I go to get a new power. I think just for setup, the only thing left is just to flip this over. And they're going, oh, another rule that I got wrong. I was playing that they would explore from any space where there was an invader, but it should only be from the coast and where there's cities or towns. So I might have had too many explorers generated last time. But for this time, let's see, we've got can come from the city there, and there's actually a town in that space. So that's the first place that they are going to build. And they're going to get a city there right away because there's already a town there. I don't like that. Unless I destroy it with some of my cards. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. Let's take a peek real quick at the cards that he has here. It's Draw of the Fruitful Earth, gather up to 2 explorers, or gather up to 2, and gather up to 2 Dahan. Then Rituals of Destruction is 2 damage if target land has at least 3 Dahan plus 3 damage and 2 fear. That seems good, within 1 of a sacred site. Yeah. And then a Year of Perfect Stillness. Invaders skip all actions and target land this turn. That's pretty good. It's fast, it costs 3. Guard the Healing Land is fast, costs 3, within 1 of a sacred site. Remove 1 blight and defend 4. Those are my starting cards. His innate power isn't going to do a whole lot for me until I get some like fast cards that are cheaper, because his innate power, the top one, is once this turn, target spirit may repeat 1 power card with energy cost of 1 or less, but it's a fast innate power. And my cards are pretty expensive except for this draw of the Fruitful Earth card. It only costs 1, but it's slow. And to me it says repeat 1 power card, so that to me means that I have to have already used it. I mean, maybe tell me in the comments if that's incorrect, that even if it's a slow card, I could repeat it, but that wouldn't make any sense for the word repeat. Oh, his special power is defend 3 in every land where you have a sacred site. Right now I only have a sacred site there in the mountains. So that's not doing a whole lot for me right now, but we'll see what happens moving forward. So, growth phase. I looked at his growth options, and I do want to get more power cards, but I also want to make another sacred site. So I was looking at this map here, and I think I want to make this wetlands a sacred site as fast as possible, because it just borders so many other, or not so many other, but it gets me down closer here to the front. It does border 4 lands. I don't know, it just seems like getting there would be good. I guess I could also do it here. But I was thinking about doing the add a presence 1 away and get 2 energy. So then next turn I can get a power card and make a sacred site. And his card play is so slow starting out, so I think I'm gonna go for more, try to get more cards, even though I can't really afford to play more than 1 probably for a while, just because his cards are so expensive. But I might get some decent minor powers here early on to spend his energy on. So, I don't know, we'll make it a learning experience with Vital Strength of the Earth here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this add a presence, and I'm going to take it from, I changed my mind. I'm going to take it from the energy per turn line so that I actually get enough energy to play my other cards each turn. Because my cards cost, 3 of my 4 cards cost 3. And I'm going to put it here in these wetlands, I think. Yeah, I think that's going to give me, I guess here it borders 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I should go here, even though there's already blight there. Shouldn't make that much of a difference, because I can put it down within 1 of this presence here. Yeah, we'll go there right in the middle. I don't know what I was thinking. That one borders quite a few territories. Of course, I guess if I put it here, now I have presence within 1 of every single territory. And I don't have anything that's 0 range for playing cards. Okay, that's my final answer. Now I have at least some presence within 1 of every single spot on the board. And I'm going to gain 2 energy for doing this growth. Okay, now we move to gain energy, and I'm going to gain 3. I have 3 revealed right there. And now choose and pay for power cards. So I've got 5 power. Oh, you know what? I wouldn't have been able to play 2 cards anyway. That's too bad. They're going to build a city there. And next turn they're going to ravage here. They're going to build a town here, and they're going to want to ravage that place as well. We don't need to defend. I could go fast and make them skip the building of the city. If I do 2 damage, they would just build a town. Those both kind of get us into the same spot, except for I've generated a fear because I have destroyed a town. But it's slow, so they will still build the city. It doesn't get me to the same place. I think I will make them skip their build. What is that getting me, though? It's leaving me in the same position at the start of this turn. So if they build a city, they're going to do 3, 5, 6 damage to the land, which would kill all of the Dahan that are there. I almost think... Yeah, I'm just going to stop them from building the city. This is so tough. This is such a thinky game. And it's a lot to wrap your head around when you're new to it. I mean, I guess I could let them build the city and then take out the town. So then I'm at least generating some fear. And work towards knocking that city out later. I think I want to prevent them from building the city. So I'm going to play this card, pay 3 for it. Probably not the best play, but we'll see. Like I said before, this is how you learn, right? Okay. I've chosen my cards. Now we do fast powers. So I pay the 3 for this. And I'm targeting this spot here to prevent them from taking their actions in that. Oh, you know what? No, wait, I'm going to take this back. I just realized something. This is probably a better card to play there next time. So I wonder how this interacts if... I know if they ravage and they don't do any damage because of defending or anything like that, then the Dahan will still fight back. But invaders skipping all of their actions in the target land, so they wouldn't ravage there. So does that mean that the Dahan wouldn't fight back? If you know the answer to that, I'm not going to take this back, but let me know in the comments if you know how that interaction works. Okay, so that was fast powers. Now we go to invader phase. There's no Blighted Island card, no fear effects yet, nothing in the ravage, and we go to build in the sand. So if they have invaders there, there is more towns than cities, so they're going to build a city. And here there's nothing, so they will build a town. And now where are they going to explore? They're going to explore the wetlands, and now they've got enough stuff on the board to just pop guys out everywhere. And we advance the invader cards. And then we would go to slow powers and time passes. Oh, geez, I'm an idiot. The whole reason I did that was so they wouldn't build the city there. If you've watched any of my other videos, you'll know that if it's been longer than 30 seconds, I completely have forgotten the play that I had done. Yeah, okay, so no city there. All right, so that actually means those Dahan there, one of them will die, but one of them would take care of that town when they ravage their next turn. But anyways, okay, so we're at time passes. Get that back. Discard goes to the discard pile, and we go to growth. Now, this is actually kind of bad because they're going to blight here, and that's where I put my presence. Okay, so I'm going to need to defend there. So I want to do this growth here, which is gain a power card and add a presence. And I think I'm going to take it from down here so I can start playing more cards. And I'm going to make this a sacred site. Oh, I should do it like that so you guys can see the two discs. So let's gain a power card. I'm going to go down to this area over here. Oh, I need to shuffle these. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Gift of Power. Gain a minor power card. Well, that's nice. It's slow and it costs 0. And it's got some of the elements I'm looking for. Purifying Flame costs 1 within 1 of a sacred site, 1 damage per blight. If target land is mountain or sands, you can remove 1 blight. 1 with fast, quicken the earth struggles. Add a sacred site, 1 damage to each town or city, or defend 10. It's kind of timely. And Song of Sanctity. Within 1, and it has to be a mountain or jungle. If target land has explorers, push all explorers. I'm not too worried about mountain or jungle right now, so I'm just going to eliminate these 2 because I'm not too worried about them. Gift of Power is 0, and it's just gain a minor power card. That would let me do this presence growth here and still gain power cards. And energy. One damage to each town or city, or defend 10. And that's going to cost 1, and it's fast. I can't play 2 cards yet, but I like the idea of getting free minor power cards. And this card has to be on a sacred site, even though it is fast. Defend 10 is not going to do anything for me here because I don't have any Dahan there to fight back. I think I'm going to take this free minor power card. So for this turn, go to the board. I need to think about my cards to pay. Let me add my presence. I got my power card. So now I will gain my 3 energy from that. They're going to ravage here and here. I need to do something about this so I don't lose my sacred site. So this is where I'm going to have to defend, and I'm going to need the Dahan to work on this. They're going to take 3 damage. So one of them will be gone. One of them will fight back and can take out this town. That'll cause a fear, and the town will be gone. So what am I going to do about this over here? I'm going to play this defend 4 card so that it's defended even though there's not going to be anybody to fight back. It'll just defend it and it won't blight and take my presence away. I can still only play 1 card. Okay, that was choose and pay for powers. Now we go to fast powers. It is a fast power. So I will, and I can target 1 within a sacred site. That is a sacred site, so I'm within range. And it will be defended. Okay, fast powers done. Now let's make sure those are all up there, easily distinguishable. No Blighted Island effect, no fear effect, no fear cards yet. Ravage, okay, 3 damage here. Blights the land, kills those Dahan, and injures those Dahan. But the Dahan will fight back. There's 1 Dahan left, does 2 damage. We'll take out that city, or sorry, the town. Does 1 fear. Now I go over here, they would do 3 damage, but I've got defend 4. So we should be good there. So that was Ravage. Now building in both of these wetlands. And exploring. This is going to get out of control fairly quickly. Exploring in the jungle. So we do have a town here that they can explore out of, and this jungle is next to the coast. Advance the cards. And we are into the stage 2 cards next turn. All right, so let's think about this for a second. They're going to ravage here and here. We've got some Dahan here. So kind of the same scenario as this, where they will blight the land, but the Dahan will take out the town. And over here, they're just going to ravage and blight the land. Then we end up with a town and a town. Okay, no slow powers, time passes, this Dahan is cured. Had no slow powers. So we are now on to the next turn. So what do we want to do for growth? Do I gain a power card? I'll still have 5 energy. And I would make another sacred site. Well, what cards do I want to play? If I can play 2 cards, I could gather up some Dahan within a 1 range. If I make another sacred site, oh, let me take this off of here. I need to gather 3 Dahan somewhere in order to do a bunch of damage. And it would be after they ravaged because these powers are slow. I could... They're going to build a town here. I could do 5 damage here. it feels like the rest of the board would be continuing to get a little out of control. I do have this remove a blight card that I could play in the future. So I'm going to need 4 energy to play these 2 cards. It is the right elements for my innate power. But again, with that word repeat, I think it needs to be a fast power. Oh. Shoot. So that was a bad play last turn. I forgot his special rule that he gets to fend 3 in his sacred sites. So I think I can walk this back fairly easily. Instead of defending 4 here, yes, because it can be within 1 of a sacred site, and these sands are within 1 of a sacred site. So if I had defend 4 there, these guys would all have been gone. They would have been eliminated, and the Dahan wouldn't have died. Because as a sacred site, this area over here would have had defend 3, and I could have defended against that. I got to remember his special power. That's actually pretty good. All right. So I think this is more what the state should be if I was a better Spirit Island player. Yes. Do I build presence? I need to put presence out so I can play 2 cards. I have to move along this track. It's just where do I want to put my presence? Not here because it's going to get ravaged and it would just get destroyed. Maybe here. And maybe build up some energy. Even though I'm going to get 3, I'll have 5 total. I think this is what I'm going to do. I'll add a presence within 1. I'm going to go here to the jungle and gain 2 energy. Then we'll go on to gaining energy from my track, and it's 3. So I've got some decent energy. I probably don't need to worry about building up for a while. Now, these were the 2 cards I was going to play. I want to gather another Dahan into here and do some damage. I hope I've calculated and thought about this correctly. Those are both slow. All right, so we move to fast powers. I have no fast powers. Well, I do, but I don't have a 1-cost power card to repeat. Because again, I don't think this counts as repeating since I haven't played it yet. Blighted Island effects, none. Fear cards, none. Ravage. So we've got 3 damage worth of invaders here. It's going to blight the land, and it's going to do the same thing we were talking about up here. This should have gone back onto the board, so I'm just going to put it there now. But this Dahan will fight back and take out the town and generate a fear. Over here, we're just going to blight it. Nothing to do with Dahan. Build. We build a town here and a town here in the 2 jungles. And now explore. Oh, coastal lands. Let's make even more, guys. Coastal land, and coastal land. So that's going to potentially be quite a lot of building. And then ravaging in the future. And two of those lands are already blighted, which is going to cascade. This is going downhill fairly quickly. All right, move along the invader cards, and now slow powers. So I'm going to do Draw of the Fruitful Earth first, so I can gather up to 2 explorers and gather up to 2 Dahan within 1 of my presence. So I have presence here. I'm going to gather a Dahan into here and this Dahan into here because I need 3 Dahan there. Okay, so that is spent. So now the question is, do I want to gather more explorers there? For ravaging next turn, if I gather an explorer out of here, they won't have enough to damage the land again. I think I'm going to do it from both sides because I can gather up to 2 onto my target land. I'm about to do 5 damage there and generate quite a bit of fear this turn. So we'll see if the fear card ends up helping me out. Okay. So now Rituals of Destruction costs me 3. If target, and it has to be within 1 of a sacred site, so I'm within 1 of this sacred site here, targeting the same jungle. If target land has at least 3 Dahan, it's plus 3 damage and 2 fear, and it's starting at 2, so I've got 5 damage. So first generate the 2 fear. All the 4 fear is down here, so we move that back up, and we'll move our first fear card down. And I'm not going to forget this time. I'm going to put that there just as a reminder that I've got a fear card there. Okay, so for 5 damage, I'm going to do 3 to this city and 2 to this town. Is that the right way to go? And maybe I can defend that spot so it doesn't ravage. I mean, this is going to generate quite a bit of fear. We'll generate 2 fear from destroying the city and 1 fear from destroying the town. Seems okay. Well, maybe okay might be a stretch. Okay, time passes, discard that. We cure this Dahan. And next turn, so I've only got this Gift of Power card left, so I think I'm going to do this Reclaim Cards and continue to move along the Play Cards portion of my track. So within 2, I can add Presence. So anywhere on the board, maybe these wetlands over here. Mountains haven't come out yet, so wait, let me think. Sacred sites get defend 3. That, if I put it there, even though I'm not spreading out anymore, I am getting a defend 3, and they're gonna have 4 attack, and 1 damage will not do anything to the land, and those Dahan will take care of all those explorers. So I'm not spreading out, but I think that is a decent move. They're going to ravage up here this turn. All right, anyway, so I did reclaim my cards. I can still only play 2 cards. I get to gain 3 power, or 3 energy. I've got 6 energy and I can play 2 cards. I can remove a blight and defend 4. Next turn, this I have to worry about. I think we defend 4 here, and that's within 1 of my sacred sites? Yes, within 1 of sacred sites. So that's an option. But then what do I do? Gain a minor power card. So if that's my turn, when they ravage here, this defend 3 will take care of them. If I defend 4 here, just nothing will happen. There's no Dahan to fight back or anything, so nothing really will happen. And then I'm getting another power card. These Dahan will take care of all of those explorers. Then nothing will get built here. A town will get built here, and a city is going to get built here. So is gain a minor power card too slow? Taking a look at my innate powers, I need to be able to play 3 cards in order to trigger the second level of the innate power, because that's instead the energy cost limit is 3 or less, which is going to be good to be able to play one of these 2 3 cost fast cards a second time. I'm going to gain another minor power card. All right, so these are going to be my 2 plays. And it's going to cost me 3. And we move to fast powers. So this costs 3. And I'm defending 4 in that jungle. It's too bad I couldn't cause 1 more fear with one of my power cards. There's no blight there to remove from that card, so just move on to the invader phase. So there's no blighted island effect. We do have a fear card though. And we are in terror level 1. All right, so let me see what this fear card is. Each player removes 1 explorer from a coastal land. That's good. I'm going to remove this guy just so nothing gets built there. If I remove the guy from over here, they're still going to build a city. So that's not really getting me much. So I removed that explorer. That helps. All right, so that was fear effects. Now ravage. They're ravaging in the jungle. This space here, it's one of my sacred sites, so I get just a defend 3. They've got 4 explorers. That's 4 damage. 1 damage is not enough to kill a Dahan or to blight the land, so they do nothing. My Dahan fight back, do 6 damage to them, but there's only 4 explorers. They're gone. Up here we got defend 4. They're coming through with 3 damage, so nothing's going on up there. All right, that's ravaging. Now building. We build a city in these wetlands because we're building in the coastal area. Okay, so that's it there. And explore. They want to explore the mountains. So they're going to explore here. All right. So we've got town, 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 city, and some explorers. Quite a few Dahan here. 3 sacred sites out on the board. Okay, so that is the explore phase. Now we'll advance their cards. We have to worry about ravaging in this space here because it's already blighted, and I don't want to cascade because that's going to get 2 of these blight out, and then that would only leave 1. All right, let's go to slow powers. So I have gain a minor power card. 1, 2, 3, 4. Call to Bloodshed. It's 1 and it's slow. 1 damage per Dahan, or gather up to 3 Dahan. Sap the Strength of Multitudes. Defend 5. If you have 1 purple, increases power's range by 1. It has to be within range 0. All right. Not ideal. Devouring Ants is 1 and it's slow, but it is yellow and gray. 1 fear, 1 damage, destroy 1 Dahan. If target land is jungle or sand, plus 1 damage. And then Land of Haunts and Embers is 0 and it's fast. 2 fear, and that's none of the elements that I need. Push up to 2 explorers or towns. If target land has blight, plus 2 fear, push up to 2 more explorers or towns, add 1 blight. I don't have enough blight, I think, to worry about this one. I like this Sap the Strength of the Multitude, but its range is 0. It would be defend 5. Is this up? Yeah, this is on the screen. 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would prevent the ravaging here next turn. Devoured Ants within 1 of a sacred site. 1 fear, 1 damage, destroy 1 Dahan. Yeah, my concern, one of my concerns, is if this gets blighted and it cascades, that's going to take my presence, because it has to cascade into one of these places where I have a sacred site. So I need to do something about this. Call to Bloodshed is slow. It has the yellow element that I'm looking for. See, but Devouring Ants has the right, it has yellow and gray, which are good. I don't know, I'd like to defend 5 though. I can get presence in there. And then be able to defend 5. I'm going to take this Sap of the Multitude card. Okay, so those are discarded. Any Dahan or anybody that needs to get healed? No. And I need to take this back. All right, so growth phase. I know I need to get presence in here, and I want to be able to play 3 cards. So I'm taking this growth step, which is add a presence within 1, and then gain 2 energy. And I'm going to gain 3 energy from here. Next turn, I'll probably do this Sacred Site growth phase and gain a major power card. I could also just make them skip all their actions this turn by using this 3-cost card. Let me think about this for a second, because I have this 3-cost fast card that makes invaders skip all actions in a target land this turn. So I could target these wetlands and just make them not be able to ravage there. And we've got to worry about them building in these mountains this turn as well. If I still take this presence, maybe do the power card step. Let me put this energy back as well. Maybe gain a major power card. So I can play 3 cards. The defend 5 doesn't cost me anything. Can I gather up enough Dahan to trigger my Rituals of Destruction again? No. But I could do 2 damage somewhere to destroy a town to generate another fear. And actually, I could destroy the freshly built one on the mountain. This is interesting. Do I make them skip? I don't need to play both of these 2 cards on the same turn, because there's only one place that they're going to ravage. So I don't necessarily need to make them skip their ravage and defend 5 there, because I don't have enough Dahan to fight back during the ravage step. I think I'll keep this card for next turn. I'm just going to move forward with the plan that I had. So I'll get the 2 energy. I'm going to defend 5 there, keeping this card for next turn. And I'll do the 2 damage. And gather some Dahan into the mountains. So it looks like I'm going to be reclaiming my cards next turn. This probably isn't very good play either, because I don't think I really need to gather the Dahan into the mountains. I guess I could gather some of them into these sands in case sand comes out. I'll already have defend 3 there. I don't know, that's too much. If this happens, if that happens. All right, so I've chosen my power cards and I've paid for them. Now we go to fast actions. Do I have... I do actually have the right elements to trigger this fast card twice, but I don't really need to. So I'll defend 5 here. Okay, that's fast powers. Now we go to the invader phase. No blighted island effects. No fear card to turn over. Ravage in the coast. So we've got defend 5, and they're going to do 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. So, but only one goes past my 5, so they're not going to damage the land again. And that's it for ravaging. They don't have any guys in these other 2 coastal lands. So then we go to build. They'll build a town there in the mountains. Nothing's happening in the mountains up here. And then explore. Okay, they will explore in the sands. So they'll come out this way and they will go here. Okay, advance these cards. And now we'll go to slow powers. So I can gather 2 Dahan and 2 explorers to a target site. I'm going to pick this site here. I'm going to gather 2 Dahan there. And I'm also going to gather these explorers. Yep. All right, and now within 1 of a sacred site for Rituals of Destruction. Unfortunately, I don't have enough Dahan anywhere to do more damage and cause fear, so I'm just going to pick the mountains here so they will not ravage here next turn. Do the 2 damage to the town, which is going to cause a fear, which brings all 4 fear down, so we'll move these up and bring a fear card down. All right, that was the slow powers. Time passes. All right, growth phase. I'm going to do the reclaim and add a presence within 2. I'm going to take that presence off of my top track. Or do I want to be able to play 4 cards? I'll have 7 energy this turn. I think I want to play 4 cards. And I can put it down within 2. Okay, where should I make a sacred? Or where should I make... Yeah. I mean, this is supposed to be the one to help me spread out, right? But if I make these wetlands a sacred site, that automatically gives me defend 3. I've got some really good defense cards, though. I don't think I need to worry about. Let's spread out into there. Okay. Gain energy 3, so I've got 7 energy. No one's going to be ravaged this turn because I've got rid of all the guys on the mountains, but we've got a lot going on here. They're going to build a city. If I could gather some Dahan and do some damage there. That's my Draw of the Fruitful Earth and Rituals of Destruction combination. There is also a fear card that's going to be played. I don't really need to worry about defense this turn. So, and let's draw another minor power card. I could make them skip actions too, because I can play 4 cards. And this is 4, that would be all of my energy gone. I'm not going to do that though. I do have 1 sun, 3 gray, and 3 green, which would let me repeat an energy card. So they actually wouldn't build the city. If they didn't, I kind of want them to build the city though, so I can destroy it and cause more fear. Yes. I want to gain a major power card next turn, so I want to conserve some of my energy in order to have energy to spend, hopefully, on a decent major power card next turn. So we got to pay for these, pay for that. All right, that's choosing to pay for powers. Fast powers. I have the right stuff, but not another fast power to repeat. So we go here, no Blighted Island effect. Let's see what our fear card is. And we're in level 1. Each player may push 1 Dahan from a land with invaders, or gather 1 Dahan into a land with invaders. Oh, well, that's a bummer. Maybe I could choose a different place to target. It's going to give me the same net effect of one of the cards I played. I can push 1 Dahan from a land with invaders, or gather. Maybe I spread these guys out and just, oops. Maybe spread these guys out like this. Or push him into here to prepare to destroy that town in the future, maybe. Yep, we'll do that. Okay, so ravaging is mountains. Nobody's in the mountains. So now we go to build. We can zoom in. So we've got a town and 4 explorers here. So they're going to build a city. For some reason, these guys really like living in the desert. And they're also actually going to build a town in this sand here. I completely ignored that area. Too focused on where there was a lot of white plastic on the board. Okay, that was build. Now let's look at explore. They're going to explore in the jungle, and there's enough of their plastic for them to get a new guy in both of the jungles. And we'll advance their cards. And now go to my slow powers. We'll gain a minor power card last. So I want to gather up to 2 Dahan. Let's see. Let me think about this for a second. Because next turn, they're going to have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's just too much. Now I'll just stick with my original plan. I'll just gather 1 Dahan into there. Oh no, I would have to fend. I would have defend 8 because of the sacred site. and they're going to have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then my Dahan would do 6 damage back. Actually, I'll do that and that. Gather 2 Dahan into there. I'm planning on playing my Defend 5 card into that space, because it does have to be a place where I have presence. I don't think, yeah, I don't want to move any more explorers into there, because then they're going to actually ravage. They'll actually damage the land. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah, 9. And I'll get 3 from having my Sacred Site, 5 from my card, 1 damage to the land. Okay, 1 damage to a Dahan. Okay, it looks scary, but I think it's okay for now. So that's that card. Now this card is 2 damage within 1 of a Sacred Site, and so they can't ravage these sands next turn. I'll take out this town, which will generate a fear. This is allowing them to build up in the jungles. Next turn. I don't think I can do anything about that though. Okay, so those are discarded. Now we can gain a minor power card from our last slow card. 1, 2, 3, that's 5. Let's see what we got. Call to Isolation, Drought, Visions of Fiery Doom, and Pull Beneath the Earth. Any of these have my colors on them? Sort of. Call to Isolation is fast, costs 0. Within 1 on a land that has Dahan, I can push an explorer or a town per Dahan, or I can push 1 Dahan. Drought is destroy 3 towns, 1 damage to each town or city. I don't have anywhere that has like that many towns in it. If I have 3 yellows, I could destroy a town. Visions of Fiery Doom is just a straight fear for 1. If I have 2 orange, plus 1 fear. Pull Beneath the Earth. If target land has to be within 1. If target land has your presence, 1 fear and 1 damage. If target land is sands or wetland, 1 damage. I've got so much presence out there, I kind of like that card. It's a fear and a damage. It's slow. Visions of Fiery Doom, I could repeat because it's fast. And I could push guys around. It has to be, it's range 0 though, so I have to do that pushing from places where I have presence. Do I have any other orange cards? I do. I kind of like it because I can repeat it. So if I get my 2 orange cards in play, but that's probably not going to be the right combo of other colors. Maybe. To do it twice and then generate 4 fear on 1 turn. Although doing damage, I really like doing damage. I'm going to do the fear. Now, if I'm gaining a major power next turn, I got to get rid of one of these cards. Maybe this Defend 4, since I have a Defend 5 in my deck. And I have the skip all actions. Okay, well, time passes. Nothing to do for time passes, so we go to the next. We go to the next round. Growth, I'm going to take the gain a power card and add a presence. So I'm going to create a sacred site up here in the jungle. That'll give them a defend 3. And I'm going to gain a major power. So I'm going to take the major power deck. One, two, three, four. The trees and stones speak of war. 2 and it's fast. For each Dahan and target land, 1 damage and defend 2. And it's got yellow, the dark grayish, and green. Those are all 3 of my colors. And then if I have 2, 2, and 2, I can push up to 2 Dahan, moving each's defend with them. That seems decent. That seems to play with my cards. Poison land is 3 and it's slow. And plus this is 2 and it's fast. I could repeat it. Wow. I mean, I haven't even looked at the other cards, but this is almost like an auto take, it seems. 3 poison land, 1 fear, 7 damage. Add 1 blight and destroy all Dahan. I don't think so. 5 and it's slow. Cleansing floods, 4 damage. Remove 1 blight. Has to be within 1 of a wetlands that I have presence in. So that's pretty situational. Although that plays well with this board, because the wetlands board are almost everywhere, except for that jungle back there. The last one is Blazing Renewal. Target spirit adds 2 of their destroyed. I don't have any destroyed ones, so I'm not taking that one. I'm going for the one that I said was probably an auto include. I need to get rid of a card. I'm going to get rid of this guard the healing land. Look at all these fast cards in my hand. And I don't have the right elements for this turn. I could play all 4 of these cards. Oh, I got to get energy. 4 energy is showing there. So I've got 4, 5, 6, 7 again. We got 7. All of these would cost me 6. Do I need them to skip all actions in a target land this turn? I could make them skip building their city there. And then next turn, could I get Dahan there to take care of them? I know I need to play this Defend 5 card. I can push Dahan to defend. I don't actually think I need to play this card right now. Unless I just take out that Explorer. They don't have anything to push any Dahan around right now. I can cause some fear. I'm not going to have the right orange to cause 2 fear, and I'm not going to have the right elements to be able to repeat it. But causing the fear is just good. I'm going to have to reclaim my cards next turn anyway. I don't think I want to spend all of the energy. I don't need to play this 2-cost card, so I'll save some energy on that. 1, 2, 3, and 1. Okay, cards are picked and paid for. And they're all fast powers, so let's just execute them. Defend 5. I hope I've done this math correctly. Defending 5 there. Then Visions of a... let's do this one. Pay 3 to make the invaders skip their actions in that area. So they will not be building their city there. So I have this where I can automatically cause a fear, right? So we'll cause the fear. Then I could push a Dahan or a town. I mean, sorry, not a Dahan. I could push an explorer or a town. I'm going to do 8 damage there. That will have defend 3. I could push an explorer up here, and then when they ravage next turn, it would still only be 1 damage, and then that area there is just not going to have anybody in it. Is that getting me anything? Too bad I don't have any defense here, because then I was thinking about pushing the explorer that started there over there, but then that would blight the land and kill the Dahan. All right, I think that's good. Okay, fast powers done. Blight Island effects, none. Fear effects, none. Okay, Ravage. So here, I got defend 3 because it's a sacred site. 5 from that, so 8. And now they have 8 because I moved a guy out, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Correct. So no damage comes through. Dahan fight back. I've got 4 Dahan doing 2 damage back is 8 damage back. All of this plastic is coming off. We're destroying a city and a town. So that's 1, 2, fear card, terror level 2. I'm going to push all this stuff back up. And then 3, another fear down there. And now we just need to destroy all cities and towns in order to win. And can't forget, all of those explorers are also gone. Ravage over here, 1 explorer is 1 damage, I guess that technically does 1 damage to the Dahan, right? But it doesn't kill him. He does 2 damage back, kills the guy. That's Ravage. Build. No actions in that zone because of my card. And they will build a town in the jungle there. Now, where do they explore? Oh, this is a level 3 card. They're going to explore in the sands and the mountains. So here and here. And these sands here because there's still a town there. And then we advance the cards. Actually did not get into the level 3 cards on the last playthrough. Time passes, so I'll discard these cards. Stand my Dahan back up. That's a discard. Take my tokens back. Okay. So now I need to reclaim my cards. So I can add a presence within 2. I think I'm going to prepare to create a sacred site there. Maybe next turn. Yeah, and reclaim my cards. All right. Gain energy. Now I'm getting 6 more energy. Wow. And I can play 4 cards. So where are they going to ravage? They want to ravage here, but I've got defend 3. They want to ravage here, but I've got defend 3. But no Dahan to do any damage back. So we might need to play if I play this card, I don't really have any like destroy. There's a fear card there. What can I do to lay a bunch of damage in these jungle or move some Dahan around? I could gather 2 Dahan, and that's giving me another gray and green. That's costing me 3 energy so far. I don't think I need to worry about the defend 5. So let's see if this is my turn. That's 1, 4, 5, 6, 7 cost. I will have 2 orange. And I could repeat this card. I have 2 yellow, 1, 2, 3 gray. I'll have enough to be able to repeat this card to just generate a whole bunch of fear. But using this as a fast card this turn, I kind of need that for the icons, or do I? 1, 2, and 2. I could repeat a card that's 1. The 2, 2, and 2 would be nice to move some Dahan. I don't know, maybe I want to do this one to move my 2 Dahan and 2 Dahan. Out of here, and that will, and when the ravage happens there, they'll get to fight back and basically eliminate most of those guys. Then I could do 2 damage somewhere else with this card. They will build here. I could do the damage to that guy, so they won't build there. They will build there. I could gather the 2 Dahan over there. to get quite a bit of damage. Okay. Hopefully I can remember all of that. Let's see, I think I'll put them over here. Just might be able to get a little closer. Okay, so I've chosen my cards to pay for the powers. Now let's do fast powers. So Visions of a Fiery Doom. If you can see that, says 1 fear, push 1 explorer or a town. But if I have 2 orange, it's +1 fear. And I've got orange here and orange here. So that's 2 fear. Let's move 2 fear down. Now pushing a guy. I'm gonna move my Dahan. I'm going to move my Dahan, and I want to do this one twice. So this is going to be the card I repeat with my innate power, because I have 2 yellow, 1, 2, 3 of the darker gray, and 3 green. So I could do my second level one, which allows me to repeat a card that costs 3 or less. So I'm going to repeat this card. And I've got Defend 3 and Defend 3. They've already got 4 power there. So my target land will be this target, and I'm going to push a guy into here. I don't want to push a town into there. That would end up being too much damage. Why am I doing that when I can just prevent them from building by moving that guy down? Right? Yep. So that's that card done. Now this fast card, 2 off of it. For each Dahan and target land, 1 damage and defend 2. I'm going to have so much defense, but I'm choosing this target land. It has to be within 1 and it has to be Dahan there. So 1 damage. So I guess what I could do, it's all going to work out the same. So 1 damage, the explorer is gone. The defend 2, I'm not too worried about because it's not going to be any ravaging there. But if I have 2, 2, and 2, that's yellow, gray, and green, I can push up to 2 Dahan, moving their defend with them. So I'm going to push 2 Dahan down this direction. Then I'm going to use my innate fast power to repeat this card again, targeting the same area and pushing 2 Dahan up there. Okay, those 2 cards are played. That is my fast powers. Invader turn. No blighted cards, but we do have a fear card, and I forgot to move the fear token over. We haven't destroyed any towns yet, right? No. Okay, so the fear card, and we are in Terror level 2. Each player chooses a different land with Dahan, 1 damage per Dahan there. All right, that actually is going to help. Can I pick the right hotkey? Maybe. 4 damage are coming back from the Dahan here and here, so I'm not too worried about that. I have Dahan here, so I'll take that guy out. So they're not going to be able to build there. Starting to get this under control. Just need to worry about the city and the town that's in this wetlands now. All right. That was the fear effect. Now we go to Ravage. So They want to ravage jungles. Defense came with these Dahan. They're my sacred sites with my power. I've got all kinds of defense. So they're not going to be able to touch the land or my Dahan in both of those. My Dahan fight back with 4 damage. So there's a town and 2 explorers. And I'm going to move... Oh, this is going to move a fear down, which is all 4 from killing or destroying that town. So we get another fear card. And I'm not going to forget this time. Now back over here, same situation. We've got a town and 2 explorers and 2 Dahan to fight them. Wow, if I had one more Dahan down here, I could have won this turn. But anyway, so let's move the fear down for destroying that town. So that was Ravage. And now we go to build. There's nobody in sands or mountains. And explore. Mountain and jungle. So the only place they're going to explore is that jungle. And things are looking very poor for the invaders. So we advance their cards. Now we go to slow powers. I can gather up to 2 Dahan. So let's just move the Dahan into here. And now I can do 2 damage. There's not at least 3 Dahan. So the 2 damage I'm going to do is to the town in this wetlands. It has to be within 1 of a sacred site, and I've got sacred sites next door. So that generates another fear. Time passes. Nothing really to get back. All right, so what do I have next turn? I don't have any damage. These cards get discarded. I don't have any damage in my hand. And they're not going to be ravaging in the wetlands. So I'm reclaiming my cards. So my growth is going to be reclaim cards, add a presence within 2. We'll do it there. And I've reclaimed my cards. Now gain power is a lot, 7. So I know I want to play that 2 damage. And I want to do 2 damage with that card. Do I have any more Dahan moving things? No. I'll move some Dahan down the board. And I think that'll be plenty. So 3, 2, 1. Cards are paid for. No Blighted Island card. Fear card. We have another fear card at Terror level 2. Defend 2 in all lands with presence. Each spirit gains 1 energy per sacred site they have lands in with invaders. And that's 2, so 2 energy. And we've got a bunch of defense, but it's not too important because there's not anybody to ravage in these areas. I did it again. I skipped my fast power. I should do my fast power first before I gain that energy. I was doing that quite a bit in the last playthrough. So this fast power here is for each Dahan in target land. So I'm targeting this land here. 1 damage and defend 2. So I'm gonna damage this city twice because I've got 2 Dahan there. So it's knocked over. And I'm not pushing any Dahan out. So that card's done. Okay, so I've already done the Fear Ravage. There's no one in the sand or mountains. Build in the mountains in the jungle. Ah, this is gonna... Hang on. I went too fast. I'm also playing this card. This is a lesson. Slow down and actually think about the building, because this guy would build. Yeah. So I got to pay another energy. I had plenty of energy. Whoops. Just destroyed my Dahan. Yeah, so this is a fast card that causes a fear. It's going to cause 2 fear actually because I have 2 orange. Oh, I don't think I even need to worry about it. You know why? I've got enough. Yeah, I don't even need to worry about it. So I don't even need to do the take back because I have this card here, the fast card that I played. And if we look at all the other cards that I just paid for, 2 yellow, 3 of the darker grayish brown thing, 3 green, which gives me my innate power where I can repeat a fast power, which is do damage for all the Dahan. So I do 2 damage, which destroys the city and will kill that explorer. So all the cities and towns are gone. 2 more fear generated from the city, but all the towns and cities are gone and we're in terror level 2. Didn't even need to do the take back. The innate power actually helped me finish the game. So yeah, I really like this game. It is super thinky. You're probably going, yeah, that's why it's popular. That's why it's so highly rated, and it's why it might not be why it's still on the hotness, because I think there's an expansion that's just now coming out. I think it's Jagged Earth, the 2nd expansion, I think it is, which I heard adds like a ton more spirits, which is kind of cool. But anyway, like I was saying, I think this game is great. It's really thinky too for a solo play. I don't know how like AP it could get with multiple players. It seems like that would be a lot of talking back and forth and a lot of coordinating and a lot of knowing all of the power cards in everybody's hand. But you know, there is something to be said that's fun also, right? So, all right, I hope you enjoyed. Please leave me comments down below on this one too. I'm sure there's other stuff that I missed and I didn't catch to take back. I think the only other initial spirit or low complexity spirit I have to play, I can't remember now which one it is. So I've already played River and Lightning. Oh, Shadows Flicker Like Flame, I think, is the other one that says it's low complexity. One of the other starter ones. And it looks like this one generates quite a bit of fear. So I'll probably play that one next. Probably another one map tile game. And then I don't know if I'll do another two character playthrough. It seems like Earth and Lightning would be like super good together with because Lightning just with their purple makes so much stuff fast, and being able to repeat fast power cards, that seems like it might be like an OP combo. So I don't know, maybe I'll move on to one of the more challenging spirits. Any suggestions or ideas, please leave them in the comments below. If you're liking the stuff on the channel, please hit the subscribe and the like. Like I said at the beginning, Gloomhaven coming soon, and I have a couple other campaign game ideas to put on here. So all right, hope you enjoyed. See you next time.